Now then, before any of you earthlings want to make any comment about how messy I am or how I need to brush my hair or lose weight or get a job or stop whining or this or that, let me tell you that you don't know what I have been through to get here. And I don't care to tell you because it doesn't matter. But what I will tell you is that what has kept me from putting my 2 cents in, which are pretty significant, is the fact that due to the fact that I have been put into forced poverty since 1980, it has taken me until now to be able to have a cool fix, which is enabling me to do this. So, what have you bought in the last 30 years? How much fun have you had? How many super colliders have been built just to see if we can recreate the Big Bang, in Switzerland, God forsakes. I have no sympathy for you. I have 2 things to say. There's a Masonic plan for America that predates the Federalists and the Pre-Federalists. Okay. And it does not mean generating a wonderful force for benevolence to spread across the world. What it included, what it basically included was, let's take the brakes off and let's see what they do and let's see how long they can go unheeded until everything blows up. And then we'll pick up the pieces. Well, I've watched Rush Limbaugh and Alex Jones, the internet, and Katie Couric, and gosh, I miss Walter Cronkite. And I lived in Oxford for several years. I know that the Rhodes Scholarship can be picked up at the Burden Baby as well as the Skull and Bones Club. And what's different, the one thing that's different between me and Alex Jones is that I don't think that Cecil Rhodes was wrong. And I have believed ever since 1980 that what he envisioned might not be a bad idea. However, when somebody asked me what I was thinking about, I told them, and instead of making bazillions of dollars over it, I got declared a manic depressive. And in the great United States of America, if you have a psychiatric label, whether warranted or not, you will find it harder to get a job than if you were an unemployed black male. And in the great state of Texas, there is no such thing as GA. And it can take years to get a disability pension, and then it takes years to get Medicare. And I looked up some statistics last night, but there are, almost 10 million people in this country who are dependent on disability payments, And if they dared to try to get a job without a public option in place, they might lose their health coverage for up to at least 4 years. You want to know how to cut government spending? Find out a way to let these people go back to work. I did a lot of counseling with mental patients in Austin that was funded directly by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, because the government won't fund anything that isn't documented and goes to Medicare. Anyway, they funded it for 3 years, and I ran it for 3 years. Much good came out of it. But one little number came out of it that very few people know, and that is that 97% of the people that were on welfare would rather have a job. So I tell you what, the next time you see some black guy or a mental patient on welfare, instead of bitching about it, hire them. Now back to what I was talking about originally. I want to show you, okay, this is my mess, okay, this is my nest, okay. Alright, this is because there's no woman around, okay. And there's no woman around because I'm on welfare. Have been for 30 years. And don't give me any stuff about how that's not true. I'm in Texas. I know better. I want to insert a photograph of someone you might recognize who hated haircuts, beat his wife, abused his students, hated his job, and didn't wear socks. Like Jesus, who, if he showed up today, would be run out of town, this man would end up on welfare in America today.